It's been a little bit. New Year's, Christmas, holidays, all that fun stuff. Been a little bit busy, but I'm getting quite a bit done to the first gen. Currently redoing some of the coolant lines and figuring out what I want to do with that. So took the thermostat out, took the fluid to fluid heat exchanger, that giant cylinder that usually sits right here, took that out. So with that, you have to reroute the transmission lines. So I just have two lines that are going to come up here to the transmission cooler that mounts up front in front of the radiator. And then did decide, I already took the AC off, that's not going back on. Gonna remove the heater core lines, so I'll get these all plugged up. This line here, as well as this line here. I did change out this fitting down here with just an elbow. The old fitting had a second tee off on it for the fluid-to-fluid heat exchanger. So that is gone, and now, like I said, I just decided I'm taking these off as well. So I'll get that all plugged up, and basically it's gonna clean up this engine bay even more. With the amount I'm gonna drive this truck, I don't need heat or AC in it. So get it off, get it cleaned up, have some more space in here. Also, disregard the absolute mess I have going on. Just have this one toolbox in here. I had three. One of them is in storage. It was my dad's old box. The snap-on box I gave to one of my buddies, and then this box, I don't know, got to figure out if somebody wants it. Don't need it, have a new box coming, hence why everything is a disaster. Spare dirt bike wheel. Half of the new box came in, so that's back there, taking up a bunch of space in here, and the other half should be here in like 2 weeks. So get this stuff out of here. It's a 6-foot box, so it's going to cover about half this wall back here. But should be a lot more organized. Going to look really good. Can't wait for it to come in. But let's get these lines off and clean this all up. I'm going to start by taking this hose off and that connector. Also, I have to thank my wife. She got me this super bright LED magnetic light. Have it over here right now. But could stick it over here, but where it's at, lights this up pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and get this removed first, and then take that fitting out. And that's on the floor. That off. Gonna get this out of here. The way I put it in, I just used an adjustable wrench, and that's what I'm using to take it off. In the midst of moving everything around, I can't find the tripod for my camera, so doing everything one-handed. Got this cracked loose. Get it all the way off here. Looks like a bunch of Teflon tape decided to come off the fitting. One done. Get this popped off next, and then on bolt. Looks like it's really just this one here. Looks like probably a 10 mil, so get that unbolted and toss these hoses in the garbage. Looks like this hose is melted onto here. So I'm gonna put the camera down and try to get this off. Got the little elbow off. Knock those lines out of the way. Get a wrench on this, take this fitting out. Might have to heat it up a little bit. I've definitely been struggling with the other ones I got out of the block. So get that heated up, get that taken out, and then I'll pop basically the plugs in that port as well as the other one I took out. Got to be careful here so I don't melt the valve cover seals, but that should be good there. And this fitting is a 7/8. Get this on here and see if I can get it loose. So one-handed thing's a little bit tough. There she goes. Those fittings off. Get this 10 mil broken loose and take these pipes out of here. Maybe. Another tight one. I don't know. I think it looks pretty good without it. But I get those fittings in, get this block all plugged up, and I am calling it a night. It's cold out. And for these plugs, I got some Loctite 592. It's a high temp thread sealant. So I like to use this over the Teflon tape because less likelihood of this falling apart and getting into your coolant system. So you can see, already used this a little bit on the first plug that I put in here. And now I'll use it up on this as well as the one down at the bottom. I'll put a link to all the fittings as well as the Loctite. And I'll also put a link to this elbow I got. If anyone's going to keep their heater core, but getting rid of the fluid-to-fluid heat exchanger. So I'll put some links in for these. I know they sell the Mopar fitting for this, for the manual trucks. They don't come with the fluid-to-fluid, and they're like $150. This, I think, was $15. So I'll put a link in for it. If anyone needs it, it'll be down in the description. Got thread sealant all over this plug. See if I can get this started with one hand here. Now this won't set right away, so if you do get any on any other parts or the face of your nice new polished plugs, it's alright, you can wipe it off. I'll grab an Allen wrench, get that tightened up. One done, one to go. Alright, that plug's done. Plug up top is done. Might have went a little heavy on the thread sealer, but you know what? Won't be any coolant coming out of there. Also, on the next part, of this video, I just took a trip down to my buddy Tyler's in Southern Maryland. I didn't film a ton because it was very, very unexpected, but went and bought a new 4th gen for him, not for me. Things need some body work, but pretty low mileage, really good price. It's got polished wheels with Nitto 420s, yada, yada, yada. You get the picture, but it is Austin tan metallic, I think is the color, which is, it's super cool. I think it's rare. I've only seen like one before. As my nose starts dripping because it's freezing in here. But yeah, went and picked that up, very spur of the moment. Found it on Marketplace just while we were sitting there bored Sunday afternoon. Took the 2-hour drive, went and picked it up, drove it home, and now I'll do some work to it and clean her all up.
I think I listed it at.
Usually I just put a fake price.
Got some snow on the ground. Just picked up this gem. Clean. Clean.
Poor financial decisions were made.
Nah, robbed it. Don't worry about that. This thing was empty. Got the starlights that aren't on. The Laramie. Except for the cloth seats, I'm not too sure those aren't Laramies.
I'm glad they.
For real, those things clean. What? Paint match front, chrome in the rear. Very nice. Don't worry about the no plate. We only got a 2.5-hour drive home.
Ain't nothing but a dang. So why do you not do the rear bumper?
Ran out of money. Yo, put the key in. Let's see them stars. Oh. Nice.
I've seen a few of those. Those are the most painful things I've seen you with streetlights. Yeah. Things that really bother me are the leg breaks. Someone throws a kick and the kick gets checked and you see their leg like.
Made it back. 2.5 hours without a plate. This thing is sweet though. Drives awesome. Very spur of the moment Sunday afternoon. We had nothing better to do and hopped on Facebook Marketplace. Grabbed some cash and couldn't say no. Welcome home. And now that I'm back home, while I wait for the new toolbox to come in, I need to get this cleaned up. And once that box comes in, I'll show you guys. Thing's pretty sweet. See you on the next